Hello, and welcome again to Echo Line FM, also known as KELN 101.9, where we find new voices and new vibes. My name is Charlie, and today I'm going to be interviewing a very special guest and a friend of mine who has dedicated the last 5 years of his life to his passion for music and recording, and the last 2 years with his band called 74 Odd. Everyone, please give a very warm welcome to my friend Dane Anderson from Southern California.
Hi, what's up, everybody? My name's Dane Anderson, and I'm here to answer some questions with Charlie about music production.
Thank you. Let's just get right into it. First, I'm going to ask you, what kind of got you started with music production, and who are your biggest influences when you started?
I grew up down by the beach. Biggest influences have got to be from the reggae genre, Dirty Heads, Sublime, any sorts of those bands.
How about specifically within the production?
A lot of the local talent around here inspired us to record as a band and get into the studio.
That's awesome. Could you walk me through how you produce a track? Where do your ideas usually come from, and what kind of software do you normally use?
I normally write all of my band's music. My favorite writing process is kind of just isolate yourself somewhere where you're in with your own self and your own thoughts. I write a song, I bring it to the band. They like it, we start to go more in depth with it. I personally use Logic to record. My recording process is I like to track the drums along with a scratch vocal and guitar and a bass if you'd like to as well. And then once you get that drum track, you can come back and layer everything else back on top. So that's my favorite way and most effective way that I've found to record.
Do you guys normally use like a limiter or anything like that?
Yeah, we have lots of hardware and software. We got compressors and different types of delays.
So you write the music and then you guys record it and produce it as like a group.
Yeah.
That's super cool. How do you balance producing and working and also being on stage all the time?
I personally balance it fairly well. I work a job. I have to have commitments during the afternoons and night times, so that frees me up. Weekends are your best friend.
That's awesome. And then for the last part of it, what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned so far in your career, and what kind of advice would you give to someone that wants to do something?
Success does not come without hard work. So if you're expecting to just blow up one day, it's not going to happen. You got to play, put in the work, play at shows, get people to know you, and then you'll start to see success.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. I will make sure that we have all of your guys' socials tagged below. We are so grateful to you, Dane, for sharing all of your knowledge about audio production and how you guys have so much fun doing it every single day. And I also appreciate the reminder that success is earned. As a huge thank you, it would mean so much to me and Dane if you went and followed them on Instagram at 74odd and looked up their music on Apple Music and Spotify and gave them all a listen. They're very talented people with lots of drive. Please be sure to join me tomorrow at 5 to hear from another member of an up-and-coming band called Nice and Swell. Again, my name is Charlie, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on KELN 101.9, where we are finding new voices and new vibes every night.